Area. Uh,
Okay, so now I and Ashutosh had a long discussion. In fact, a very long discussion. So the discussion was on like this. See, in the Vipassana or in the Goenka tradition, okay, major or in the Burmese tradition is that they heavily rely on the body feelings or sensation. And through sensation, you can get into the truth of the nature of things, right? So you have a 10-day retreat and a 20-day and a 30-day and a 45-day and a 60-day. So these are the 6 kind of retreat what they have. Irrespective of the retreat, the practice remains the same. It's only the number of days is increased. So for some time now, even before I went to the retreat, even before he had gone to the 30-day retreat, I've been talking to him about the importance of Phassa, contact. Because if we understand contact, and then the feeling becomes easy. If you only on the feeling, and then it's good. But do we really understand contact? So we were having a lot of discussions and all that. And then he felt he understood what I was trying to tell him. And then he said, I think you should share this with others. They will be having the same confusion because you have spoken a lot on contact, and then they might not understand exactly what you are trying to say. So that's the context. That's basically the context with which I wanted to explain. So basically, what is a contact? Now, in the Buddha's word, if you look at it, it says Chakuncha Paticha Rupecha Upajati Chakku Vinyanam. And that is the contact. Okay. So now I think I understood. That's basically I and the sight and the eye consciousness. But it's not so easy. Or rather, it's neither very complicated. It's really seeing apart from the seer. Meaning I'll give a simple illustration. When I see May, okay, there is an experience of May. There's an experience. The sight and the object, there's an experience. And I start to feel, now there's a feeling, Vedana, because of that contact. Because my eyes are contacting with May. Don't forget May, right? Or don't forget Ariyu. Don't forget Shreyas. Okay, so what has happened? I and an object got what? Experience of Shreyas or Ariyu or May, which is weird. It's weird. So, who is the observer and who is the observed, and what is getting observed? If you are able to see all the 3, then you have understood the Dhamma of Phassa. Then there is no Vedana. And without Vedana, there is no Sanya. And without Sanya, there is no Sankhara. So basically, you are out of Sansara. Sounds weird? Just think. So, eye and sight coming together through consciousness is Phassa. Clear? Till here, no problem? Now, what it really transforms is the I, EYE, is not a sight. The sight is not the eye. Meaning, if you only have the eye and no sight, nothing is experienced. If you have this object to be seen, sight, Without the eye, there's no experience. If you have eye and the sight also, there is no experience unless the chakku vinyana comes up. So the experiencer, which we call it as Vilas I, is experiencing me. Instead of just an object, you just see this. Instead of just an object. So what are you experiencing me? You are experiencing Vilas, honestly. In place of the object, which is this body, you are experiencing the person. Yes, you are on mute.
So I read that, I think there was in one of the texts, it said, so the Buddha says, so when there is the object and then the I, and then when you get the eye consciousness, so that's context. So you need the three things to be context. Yep. And so, like, for example, if I see you, so you said about feeling, but that's Vedana, so that comes afterwards, after the context. So when you say the consciousness, the eye consciousness, so if I see you, I'm thinking, so you're the object, my eye, and then the eye consciousness says, Buddha is Vilas, he knows a lot about Buddha Dhamma. That's already it. And then the feeling comes whether I like that or not. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So now what has happened is, it's like this in the Madhupindika Sutta. It's called a honey ball sutta, very nice sutta, worth memorizing in Pali and also contemplating all the time, and then you'll get to see the magic happening. So it's very nice, intriguing one. So which everyone has heard it 100 of times. So let's break it. We'll recite it and we'll break it, and then you can see how these three things work. So the first, Chakuncha paticcha rupecha upajati chakku vinyanam. Now don't think about it. Just you should see that these three are there. And with what? Chakuncha, chakku, eye. Cha, paticcha, joining. Rupe, the rupa. That is, if the eye is joined with the object, its object, which is sight, which is rupa. Cha upajjati, so now arises. Chakku vinyanam. Tinna sangati phassa. These three becomes contact. Phassa pachay vedana. So that creates a typical feeling of what you want to feel. What you, in the sense that consciousness wants to feel. Yam vedeti tam sanjanati. Whatever you feel, you perceive. Yam sanjanati tam vitakketi. That is what you will start with tarka. With tarka is to debate. What is this object? Yam vitakketi tam papancheti. Now you create a papancha. In English, the nearest word is proliferation, meaning making story. For a story making, you require two things. One is you need to have something to strike and something where you can describe what it is striking. So now, are you that is May and Shreyas is striking on my eye. So I need to create a story now. What's the story? The story is, this is Shreyas, and out of the three, maybe he's dark looking, he has a mustache, he has a beard, blah blah. He's wearing a white t-shirt, and then I come to Ariu and I say he's wearing a black t-shirt, and then he's in a sofa, and May, she's wearing a green t-shirt, and she's holding a pen, and whereas Aryu and Shreyas are not holding the pen. Then Shreyas is in Bangalore, whereas Aryu is in San Francisco, and then Mountain View, basically. And in May is in Wellington, and May is a doctor. Friend Aryu is a software engineer, and Shreyas is a software engineer. So this story is papancha. Like you can keep on proliferating as much as you want. I keep on describing it, right? And when I describe yam vitaketi tam papanchanti, yam papancheti tato nidanam purisa. That is, when this person, Purisa's person, when he starts proliferating it like this, papancha sanya sankha, it is, he keeps on adding to it. Sankha is enumeration, adding. It can be adding, it can be multiplying, it can be whatever, but he enumerates, he makes it more and more and more and more to his heart's content or her heart content, so that now you can debate over it. Now, which is better city? Bangalore is better city, or he was staying in Los Altos and now he is in Mountain View. If I were to ask him which is better, Mountain View is better, Los Altos is better, he says, no, this is just one road away. Okay. And if I were to ask you, do you like Auckland, or you like Wellington, or you require Yangon? And then you say better Wellington. This is papancha sanya sankha. Samudha charanti. That means chara is to move. So now samudha charanti, he starts moving with that, forgetting it is just chakku and rupa with vijnana. Initially. Yes.
So is the papancha happening after the Vedana, or is it after the contact?
No. After everything has happened. After the contact feeling. After the feeling, you start debating what it is. After debating, you create.
Yes.
You create a papancha, which is story. You create basically you develop a story around that object. Like another example, I'll tell you. Okay. You sent it. Okay. Another example is that curtain is a curtain. But don't I see Buddha there? Have we seen Buddha ourselves? Just see this fun. Have you ever seen Buddha in your life? In my drunken nature also have not seen. Forget about when I was sober. But don't I see that as Buddha? And that is called papancha sanya sankha, because it has gone so fast. It is the phassa happened, and the feeling is Buddha. I'm getting a feeling of Buddha. Then I start perceiving that as Buddha, even though it's a curtain. I've failed to understand it's a curtain. I've failed. Yes, Aryu.
No, I just had a funny thought because I went to a temple yesterday and I saw this Buddha standing with the hair of a Buddha and all that. And I sent to my group and said, this is the Buddha. And they said, no, this is Avalokiteshvara. And I said, no, it's Buddha. And he said, no, it's wearing a dress. It looks like a Buddha. It's a male Buddha, but it's a male Avalokiteshvara, but they're wearing a dress. So I said, okay, you're right.
Correct. That's right. So, have they seen Avalokiteshvara? No. And they call it as compassionate Buddha. Okay, now the question comes, where was he born? He was born in India. But was his name called as Avalokiteshvara then? No. So now the story gets caught up. So papancha sanya sankha samudha charanti. With what? Atita, past, anagata, future, pachuppanna, present, chakku vinyanesu rupeshu. Now it's already chakku vinyana. There's no chakku and vinyana separated out. It's chakku vinyana with rupa. So now it is attached like this. So if I were to understand Phassa completely, then this whole thing will drop off. So now we have to see it this way. We have to see the sight, just a sight, the observer and the observed. You have to see all the three of them. Meaning, you are not the object, rupa, form. Now, this form is not me per se. This body is not me per se. But chakuncha paticca rupecha upajati chakku vinyanam, kayancha paticca pottabbecha upajati kaya vinyanam, it already takes this as my object. So now anything is going to happen on this body, is happening to me. Anything, it can be anything. From a mosquito sting to any pain appearing in the body, I am in pain. Okay, that I am has three portions to it. One is the body, two, the feeler of the body, three, the touch with which this is happening, not the contact, the touch, pottabba. These three coming together is the Phassa. So, the body consciousness appearing then along with the body and the touch is not yours. If you were to experience this, that is, you are just an observer. You got nothing to do with the body, nor the touch, nor the feel, nor whatever is happening there. Then you are released. This is very deep Dhamma. So, whenever I was talking about it, a friend was not able to understand, so we had a lot of arguments. So only recently we both were talking, and then he said, now I get it, and he was very excited. You should share. I said, okay, I'll share. There's no difference than what I have explained earlier. But only thing is that he got it now, and he was super excited now that he understood. Because Goenka talks the same thing, and then now he understood I am talking the same as Goenka, so he is very happy. So now the question comes, what is Vipassana of Goenka, Ubakin, Ledi Sayadaw, or whatever, of the Burmese tradition? The Burmese tradition relies heavily upon this body feeling. So when they say don't react to the feeling, it's basically trying to say you step behind and see the feeler. It's not you. Because it just arises and passes away. And it's appearing on the body, not on you. And you are watching all the three. The experiencer, the experienced, and the body itself. See, I'll give an example. Like I and Shreyas, we went to the retreat. So we are sitting. So huge pain. Leg pain, or wherever the pain coming. Are you the pain? And intellectually we know we are not the pain. But it's paining. Now that is also not untrue, right? I can keep on saying, I'm not the pain, I've got nothing to do with the pain, I'll eventually go away, this is anicca, this is by nature will go away. It's not going to help, because the pain is a pain. It's my pain, right? I mean, other person is not in pain. I can see that they are comfortably sitting, but I am not able to sit. So I need to get rid of the pain, because it's my pain. So this pottabha, kaya vinyana, itself is not yours. Basically, can you see it? That is not you who is in pain. It's the body which is in pain because of consciousness, not because of you. You're just a witness to that consciousness which has arisen as a body pain. If yes, then you are in Nibbana. At the very moment. Why? Because only the Phassa, there is no Vedana. So when you don't have any Vedana, then you are in Nirodha Samapatti. Okay. I don't know how much have you understood this, but this is what I thought he will join and he will share. Yes, go ahead.
I think it's mainly what I'm saying. It's only when you're really being aware and paying attention that you can see this, because I see this every time I'm eating. If I'm, paying attention when you say, eating, tasting, then you can see there's the awareness, and that's why the tongue is tasting. It's not really you, and you can see that nature. But it's like the other day, then, when you're not in that awareness kind of mindful state, then you hear this noisy car going and you think, oh, that car's so noisy. Okay, no, it's just the ear hearing, and then that feeling of dislike with this, noisy car. So that's it's where you have to be, I guess, mindful to see that.
Exactly. So now, how do you develop mindfulness? That's the first question. Right? There are many methods to get mindfulness, and the breath is one of the safest method because it is neutral. You don't have to do anything with the breath. Okay, so like I was explaining to Bhim Reddy in Hindi, so let me explain that in English to make you understand how you can experience all the three. Like you are a witness to it, just a witness to it. Okay, now first and foremost, you should make sure that you are witnessing it. It's just a witness. Just like you go to the court and you have been asked as a witness, just say what happened. No story making, just what happened. I sat in the car. Okay, you sat in the car. Then I pressed the brakes. Okay, you pressed the brakes. So like that. So it's just you're witnessing without story making. Now in breath, that is in the Satipatthana, it's a Kaya Anupassana in that Anapana pub section. And first thing I need to understand is breath and I have no relationship. Meaning if I watch or I don't watch, the breath is coming and going. Is that true or is it false? It's true. Right? Now, do you do anything with the breath? Let the breath be long, let the breath be short, let the breath be heavy, let the breath be light, let the breath be cold, let the breath be warm. No. Now, what I do is to see I am just a witness to the breath coming and going, and there's a touch point. Now this touch point is two. One touch point is physically touching, one touch point is how this is. That is just like a chakuncha patticha rupecha upajati chakku vinyanam. We are talking about kayancha patticha pottabbecha upajati kaya vinyanam. Is kaya mine? No. Is the breath mine? No. So the object here is breath. There he comes. So the object here is just the breath and the touch of the breath. And you're witnessing both. So you have got nothing to do with the breath. You have got nothing to do with the touch. Because they just come and they go. They just come and go. So when these three things are happening, meaning the kaya and then the breath and then the experiencer of breathing. So you are feeling I'm breathing, and that vinyana is kaya vinyana. And you're watching all the three, and you've got nothing to do with any one of those three. So now you have caught the drama, you have caught the actor in the action. And now you feel very happy because neither the breath is you, nor the experience of breathing is you, nor the touch is you. Touch of that breath. Yes.
So when you're usually explaining what's just a touch of the breath, which word is being used? Is it potappa or is it phassa?
It's a pottabba. Phassa is happening due to all the three. See, even in the Anapanasati Katha, he gives an example. So we need to really go detailed into the exposition of the example. Otherwise, you will miss it. What he says is like this. There's a tree and it is in a very even ground, not in an uneven ground. Okay. And then there you have a saw. Okay. And you are holding the tree and you are cutting the tree like that, and then you are not supposed to watch the blades, you're supposed to watch the touch. Okay, now just look at this. The tree and the blade are two different things, whereas the touch is making and the touch is making it to look as though all the three are connected. So you got the point. The touch point is making you to experience that you are cutting the tree. Right? So can you see all the three? Or can you see only two? If you are seeing only two, that means you are in the action. Meaning you have become the actor. Meaning you have become the performer. Rather than watching the performance, you are become that performance itself. Which is the natural state of the mind, is to perform rather than being watchful. Another good example I can give you. You are driving a car. Okay. So for conventional purposes, I can say I am driving the car. But actually, what are you doing? Can you narrate it like this? This is kayancha paticcha pottabbecha upajjati kaya vinyanam. Okay, so when you sit in the car, what are you actually feeling? Oh, what is the touch point here? What is the touch? Phassa. Not the pottabba. Phassa. What's a phassa here? Think. Don't answer to me on the pottabba. That is, your skin is touching the seat. If you get that, that's what I used to mean. So what his question, Ashutosh, was that when we were discussing, he's saying that that side and this side, you are taking only one side, and that is wrong. I never meant it's one side. It is two sides. Meaning, if you take Ajjatta Bahidha is the same thing. So you are taking only one side and leaving the other side. Or if I say yours is Patavi, Dhatu, Apo Dhatu, Tejo Dhatu, like that, I'm only looking at outside, not inside. I'm getting the same experience inside as in outside, and hence there is no inside and outside. So if we don't get Chakuncha Paticha Rupecha Upajjati Chakku Vinyanam in the proper way, we would have already got into Chakku Vinyana. We have only two things which has happened, Chakku and Chakku Vinyana. Like he says in the end, in the Madhupindika Sutta, he says that Atita Anagata Pachuppanna Chakku Vinyanesu Rupesu. It's already Chakku Vinyana has happened. So there's Nothing you can do. That means you are caught up. So similar to Pottabba Vinyanes or Kaya Vinyanesu Pottabbesu. That means the Kaya Vinyana has happened. Sitting in the Vipassana retreat, I am feeling a complete thing itself. That means I am the actor, I am the action, and I am experiencing of that action. Right. The objective is to see all the three separately. Make sense? So if I put car as an example, what I am going to do is the car. First thing. Car is a conventional reality as this body. Both are same. There's no car out there and there's no villas out there as in the same sense. So now I can watch what happens. When I say car, the car comes into my experience. If car is coming in my experience, it means no matter how much I say that I am not experiencer, it's already I become an experiencer because this is an I experience. I as I, not EYE. I as an experience. So I'm experiencing the car. So if I'm experiencing the car, what happens? Internally, I'm experiencing the car. Externally, it's a car. So I can't see it as Patavi Dhatu any longer. No matter how much I can say it is a Patavi and this is this and that, and it doesn't really make any great sense because it intellectually I know it is Patavi, but really the experience of Patavi is not there. I'm just trying to say it is Patavi, it is Apo, it is Tejo and Vayu, and that's all. So then I don't know what else I need to experience when I say you experience. So now because Vedana is also experience. Okay, now how do you experience with Yoniso Manasikara and how do you experience with Ayoniso Manasikara? Is that in the Yoniso Manasikara you will go to the root of it. In the Ayoniso Manasikara you experience the object itself. So there's nothing like going to the root. Got it? That means in the place of no car, I'm experiencing a car. In a place of no human, I'm experiencing a human. In a place of no person, I'm experiencing a person. Okay. Now, if I experience like that, it means the Chakku Vinyana, Sota Vinyana, Ghana Vinyana, Jivha Vinyana, Kaya Vinyana, Mano Vinyana has already happened. Meaning, it's already taken up. It's already taken the object. So now, there's no way you can understand Phassa because Chakkuncha Paticha Rupecha Upajati Chakku Vinyanam Tinna Sangati Phasso Phassa Pachaya Vedana Yam Vedeti Tam Sanjanati Yam Sanjanati Tam Vitaketi Yam Vitaketi Tam Papancheti Yam Papancheti Tato Tam Nidanam Purisa Atita Nagata Pachuppanna Chakku Vinyanesu Rupesu. So the whole thing has happened because it has become Chakku Vinyana with Rupa, Ghana Vinyana with Shabda, Gandha Vinyana with like that. So now you can't, Sota Vinyana with Shabda and Ghana Vinyana with Gandha like that. So now you can't change that because you have become that. You have become something which is called becoming. So you have become that, meaning you are now the enjoyer or sufferer. Either way, they both are suffering because the dukkha, you have taken the dukkha now. So the objective is to step back and step back and step back and see all the three. They have got nothing to do with you. And hence, when Mara comes and asks the Buddha, he says that Chakku is you, Chakku Vinyana is you, Chakku Sampassa is you, everything is you. I don't have anything to do with it. You take Chakku, you take Sota, you take Ghana, you take Jiva, you take Kaya, you take Mano. I don't know who they are. Yes.
So a quick question. So let's say I misunderstood what this. I don't understand nothing about this Phassa, right? And I focus on the Potappa, right? I keep on focusing. Does it lead to me seeing the Phassa?
Good question. Now that's not possible. So you have to see the Vedana, not the. See, the Phassa and Pottabba are two different things. But in English, you don't have a word which can exactly mean what we are trying to say. So now let's say, what is a contact? In the Mahanidana Sutta, it explains how to understand the contact. There's a Nama Rupa and Nama and Rupa. That is Namakaya, Rupakaya. Now when you go into that exposition into it, it will throw out many things, like, you get into Adhivachana and Patigga Samphassa, when this will happen, so Patigga then turns into Patigga Samphassa. This will be just Patigga, striking, it strikes and just goes away, it just strikes and goes away. But you create something called as Patigga Samphassa Jasa Vedana. Patigga Samphassa Ja Vedana, born out of that Phassa is Vedana. Okay. Now, if you go so detailed into it, you might get, unless you really discern it, it's better to then go to Vedana, which is what Ashutosh we both have been talking. So the Goenka tradition or any tradition of Burmese, they only go by Vedana. It's the best thing, rather than looking at Phassa. It's not about Pottabba. So the basic idea is you observe the pain in the body by disassociating it. Can you disassociate and see it? Now, my question comes, how do I disassociate? So the Ubakin Goenka method is, the pain comes, don't react to the pain. Just observe what happens. Try to be an observer. Okay. Then you see the observed also. See, observer and observed, then you know what is getting observed. All the three you are able to see. Let's take one by one. What is being observed is the pain. Got it? Where? In the body. In that place. So now you got these two things. So who is getting that pain? Just see this fun. Who is getting that pain? No one. Yes, there is pain. Agreed. But you are not in pain. You have got nothing to do with the pain. Isn't it or not? And again repeat what I said. You sit cross-legged 1 hour. Okay. You put a timer 1 hour. And watch the breath. As you watch the breath, in your joints, knee, you will get pain. What have you got? Pain. Whose pain is that? Is that your pain? No. It's a pain. Agreed, it's a pain. Can you observe the pain without reacting to it? Meaning, why this pain is coming? I wanted to meditate. Why the pain is coming? Just the pain. I don't have to analyze the pain. That is called Papancha Sanyasankha. I'm exactly doing Papancha. I'm proliferating it. Why this pain? I sat, 10 minutes down the line, I'm getting this pain. If I'm getting this pain, what is going to happen? When 1 hour will pass away? In 10 minutes only this pain is. In 1 hour, how my pain would be? What kind of stupid way of sitting? Does anyone get anything in a sitting meditation? I don't agree with this. And all that is Papancha Sanya Sankha. Samudha Charanti Atita Anagata Pachuppanna Kaya Vinyanesu Pottabbesu. Yes, Aryu.
A small question regarding this, watching the pain. When a pain is present, right, and the natural tendency is to resist.
Exactly.
To tighten that area or do whatever
now can you loosen it up without reacting?
You have to relax. So you relax first. You have to relax.
Yeah. So what is relaxation is not to associate with it. It's not that there's no pain, but it's not your pain to have a pain. the first place. It's a pain. It's a pain. That's agreed. It's a body is a pain. Agreed. Done. But can you disassociate with the pain, or do you want to associate with the pain? If I associate with the pain, it's become my pain now. The pain was there, it will be there. You move your body and the pain goes away. Or you just stretch. But the pain is gone. Again it will come. Okay. Till you get accustomed to sitting meditation, the pain is going to be there. Right. So what Goenka did, or rather Ubakin did, through Ledisayadaw method, is to watch what exactly is the steps which happens. So now Kaya, is that your Kaya? No. Right? Is the touch yours? Touch means this touch, physical touch, or wherever you're sitting. You're sitting on the couch, you're sitting on the pillow, you're sitting on the ground, you're sitting on the mat, you're sitting on wherever you're sitting. Is that yours? No. Is the body pain or the Kaya pain which is coming is yours? No. Because if it was yours, it should have been there from the beginning with you. It was not there. So instead of struggling, what they did, what Ledisayadaw technique is all about it, can you watch without ownership of all the three? Because you don't own any one of them, honestly speaking. And it clicks you. And it clicks, you're done. So now you're free of suffering. Because the Kaya is not yours, so you don't have to worry. The pain is of the Kaya, not you. So you don't have to worry about that. And the touch also you don't have to worry, not the Phassa. The touch here is a sitting. The sitting, or standing, or walking, or whatever that posture is. And that touch has got nothing to do with you. Because in English we don't have any exact meaning for pottabba, except for calling it a touch. And Phassa is also contact. It's not touch, it's contact. But contact is touching something, right? Otherwise, where's the question of the contact? So, if I go by the Mahanidana Sutta, where Buddha explains 4 scenarios, that yehi akarehi, yehi lingehi, yehi nimittehi, yehi deshehi, and on the Namakaya and on the Rupakaya and all that. That's slightly technical, but let me make it more simplistic for you. You sit, put the timer. You will not be able to sit. Because there's an expectation set. So the Kaya Vinyana already happened. That means you start getting pain now. Because you are expecting something to happen to you. So this 1 hour meditation, it means you have to do something about it, right? The doing, the doership, you shouldn't have. So Goenka uses this word called as karta, doer, bhokta, enjoyer, and sakshi, witness. What you are supposed to do is just a witness. But what I tend doing is to do something about it, to do something. That something doing is that Vijnana itself, which is created one. It has by itself has no existence. So it has to become a Papanja Sanyasankha now. Because my 1 hour is now going to be a 1 hour of something. That means I'm sitting, after 10 minutes, pain starts. So starts worrying, when did 1 hour go? I think it should have gone by now. Why they have not told me this, and etc, etc, etc. So whole 1 hour is gone, and after 1 hour they put a cassette and some song or whatever it is, and then you get out of it. Say, wow, what a relief. Another 5 minutes down the line, they'll again say, you sit for another 1 hour, and say, oh my God, another 1 hour. Oh, when will the 10 days get over? Oh, today is 1 day gone. Oh, 9 days more, and then 8 days more, and 7 days more, like that. Why? Because there's an activity to be done. And when you create an activity, you already created Papancha Sanya Sankha. And now that becomes a past. That means yesterday I did this, tomorrow I will do that, and today I'm doing this. So the 10-day Vipassana retreat is like a project. I go there, I need to do something, because all the three are just a witness, but I am not. I'm becoming the doer of this, this, and this. What are these three this? First, this is body. I'm the body. Because I'm going there, right? If I go there, then what happens to the retreat? I am in the retreat. That's an experience of retreat. There's an experiencer of whatever you say. There's an experiencer. So I have no thing to do with that experiencer. And there is in between called experience. That object of what I'm experiencing is the experience. I'm experienced with that object. So the sitting meditation is an experienceable item. So somebody were to ask me, Vilas, how long can you sit? I can say, you know what, I could sit for 5 hours. Wow, 5 hours. I can't sit for 5 minutes. I feel proud feeling. You know what? I'm able to sit there for 5 hours. So the first thing I'm going to do after coming back from Vipassana is, since our friend Ashutosh has done 30 days also, he's going to ask me, I'm going to say, you know what, I was able to sit for 5 hours. He says, 10 days retreat, 5 hours, you were able to sit. Sir, you're great. Because now what happened, the Papancha Sanya Sankha has already happened. It means I have proliferated and I have made a story of it. Actually, you can sit endlessly. Forget 5 hours. You can sit as much as you want. Because there's no sitting. Basically just a posture. There's no sitting per se. It's just a posture. Iriya Pabba. That's all. Iriya means posture. Pabba is section. You stand, there are 4 postures. You sit, you stand, you walk, and you sleep. Only 4 postures. There's no other posture. So what's so great about it? And if I see it, the body is walking. I am not walking. The body is sitting. I am not sitting. The body is standing. I am not standing. The body is sleeping. I am not sleeping. I have got nothing to do with the sleepiness of the body, or the wakefulness of the body, or sittingness of the body, or standingness of the body, or walkingness of the body. It's just an action. That is sankhara. You prepare the body to do these 4 postures: sitting, standing, walking, sleeping. That's all you're doing. It's so simple now. And I'm not that. Am I sleeping? No. Am I standing? No. Am I walking? No. Am I sitting? No. If I make myself sitting, then I have taken the ownership of all the 3. The body, the feeling of the body, and the experience of the body itself. No matter how much I say, this is Patavi Dhatu internal, this is Patavi Dhatu external, not going to work, because I have already taken that as an ownership. When I own something, it is mine. It's basically mine. That's the reason Buddha says, Eso na mama, eso na ahamasmi, eso me atta. It's actually, that is exactly what he's trying to say. That this body, with all of its parts, is just a body parts. So, eso na mama, this is not mine. You can't claim it. You're just an observer to this body, but per se you've got nothing to do with that body at all. Because body is coming and going, it's perishing. It's not you are perishing with the body. Hey God, have you gone mad? You're not perishing. It's just the body coming and going. Why are you so worried about it? Okay, great. Eso na aham asmi. This doesn't belong to me. Aham asmi. Aham means mine. Aham is an ego sense. Basically, I take this body and I see some white mustache coming here, there, and I feel, oh, I shouldn't be. This is very dangerous. And then people will ask me, Vilas, you're aging. So what I will do, I'll take some kind of dye and put a black one, or a camouflage with some light, so that when I sit like this, nobody can see any white gray hairs coming here. And somebody asks, you look pretty young. Now let's understand the same thing with this word. You look very young. Who looks young? Now we answer this. Who looks young? No answer. Try. Now you can only say body looks young. If I own the body, I feel an enthralling effect inside my mind. The raga will come to pick it up. Why? Because I'm young, right? I don't understand. The body is looking young as per that person. Now Ashutosh would say, Vilas, sir, you are few months ago you were looking young and today you are looking quite old. Then I say, because of the light. Basically, you know what has happened is that, and these curtains were gifted by him only. So I'll blame his curtains now, because his curtains were the thing which is making it dark. Otherwise, when I pulled out these curtains, it looks better. Now this fellow gifted me the curtain just to make me look old. Actually, I'm pretty young. Okay. Now I can't take it, because I've already taken the body as mine. No matter how much Patavi I know it, Apo I know it, it's not going to help. Yes, May, go ahead.
I think recently what happened was, as an observer sitting in meditation, I know this body is not mine, and I'm observing the pain, and I think, oh, okay, I say, the pain is still going. I say, okay, and I think I should be compassionate to this body. It's not mine, but I guess this sitting position is causing pain, so maybe I should move before I cause any damage. Well, I put this body in this position. So then I thought maybe I should move just in case before I stop, maybe I'm stopping some blood flow to this area, or nerve damage might happen.
Right. Right.
I don't want to walk tomorrow.
See, what you can do is, in all the 4 postures, you will have pain. If you sit for a long time, you will have pain. If you stand for a long time, you will have pain. If you walk for a long time, you will have pain. If you sleep for a long time, also you will have pain. Have you ever watched it? So pain is an integral part of the body. In fact, in Abhidhamma, there is a section where it explains about the body, about all the 6 senses, and the body is a very funny thing. It just says dukkha. That's it. There's no sukha out there. There's only dukkha. And in fact, there's one sutta where Buddha explains that after the vortex, like, you have a whirlpool, the vortex below, he says that is kaya. It is painful. It keeps on rotating on top, but the below one is the mud, which is going in circle, right? So that is this body. It's a very deep Dhamma to explain or to really experience. So the first one top is the mind. The below portion is the body. So your Nama Rupa conscious, the consciousness with Nama and Rupa. So it's like adhesive. You stick 2 things together in such a way that they're inseparable now. If you see from the mind, you see the body. If you see from the body anyway, you can't see the mind. It's like I take a piggy bank. Okay, like a child, you make them put $1 or 1 cent or rupees or whatever the currency is. And you ultimately start to believe it says that's a bank, because it says piggy bank. It's my bank, right? Now, this is my bank. So I don't want to remove the coins any longer, or the notes what I have put there, because it's my bank. Now I will carry that wherever I go, because it's my bank. And that mother says, hey, come on, you stupid guy. I just said it's a piggy bank. You just keep on storing for future use. Says, no, mom, no, I think you've gone mad. This is my bank. This is you. Now what to do? And one fine day it breaks. That guy is unconsolable because his bank has broken while there was no bank in the first place. Why? He experienced the bank. And whatever you experience, you hold dear to it. So when we do the Vipassana in the Burmese method, the objective here is to not take any experience which is coming there. Whether the pleasant experience, you forget. Painful experience, you forget. You just watch whatever is happening. Is that a right approach? Yes, it is. Is that the easy approach? It's 100% yes. Is that the only approach? The answer is no. Okay. So if somebody were to ask that, is this technique the right approach? And the answer should be yes. Why? Because you're able to see what really is happening, and that's the reason called as Vipassana. You really see what's happening. What exactly is happening? So there are three things you'll see. Kaya, Pottabba, Vijnana. All the three. And nothing of that is you. Clear? Internal, external, far, near. All that is same. That is Atita, Anagata, Pachuppanna, Ajjatta, Bahidda, Olarika, Sukuma, Hina, Panita, Santi, Dhure. It's 11 of them. It's the same. In Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Akasha. 5 elements. Same. There's absolutely no difference. Yes, Ari.
A technical question.
Yes.
So let's say I want to watch a pain, right? If it's an acute pain, very, very sharp acute pain, it's harder to watch it, right? Almost because the tendency is stronger. The dosa is stronger to protect. So I guess in terms of that, the simpler, you should pick something less severe. It would be easier.
No, what you do is, when you get a body pain, don't associate with the pain, but it doesn't mean that you should not do anything about the pain. So now, in my case, I have an accident in the leg. That means exactly, I don't have an ACL. It's ACL tear. Okay. That means I'm not supposed to strain the leg. Right? And that's a doctor statement, not my statement. Now I go to this Vipassana and I want to prove that I do 5 hours. And it pains terribly. Now should I not stretch the leg? If you stretch the leg, that means you have become that. Now what to answer? It is disassociating with the pain is Nibbana. Not doing what you're supposed to do, because it's just Kriya. Kriya means just an action, not karma. Karma is when I want that thing to go away. With that intention, I'm doing that. There's no intention. There's no chetana. It's just something is happening. You just take an action without disturbing your mind, meaning without assessing what is happening. You stretch your leg, again bring it back. Slowly you expand your leg and you see what happens. The blood starts flowing there. And don't assume that just because you did that, you will never get the pain. Once you again sit back and next half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, whenever it will come. Yes.
Yeah, I just want to, speaking of pain, I have the right to speech because I have this constipation, right? So in the past 2 weeks, I'm in a lot of pain of my butt. And so I'm so much in pain. I'm on my belly so much. And I was texting Matt. I was saying the Buddha said when you're standing, you're standing. When you're sitting, but he neglected that when you're on your belly, you shouldn't know your belly, because I was on my belly all the time. I was in pain. So no matter how much I try to watch it, sometimes I watch it, it's so sharp, right? When it's very sharp, right? No matter how I tell Nathan, Mama, like, nothing works, right?
No, that
and
doesn't.
so I will go here and there, try to avoid the pain, but it's very sharp pain, right?
No. The misunderstanding of the Buddha Dhamma is to hold to that. No holding. It's removal of that holding will take you there, rather than holding on to either good sensation or a bad sensation. A good feeling or a bad.
I'm just explaining, practically speaking, the practice right here. What is the best way? Because it's just to observe the sensation becomes unbearable at some like a.
Yes. So now this is the problem, is that observing the sensation means if you become an observer and observe with the object, all the three, then there's no end to that, because you are the experiencer, right? There's already you in that experience. So the game is over. Whether you stretch, you don't stretch, you sleep like this, or you sit, you don't sit, or whatever, it doesn't really make any difference. So the question here you need to ask, or I need to ask, anybody need to ask, is out of these three, have I given up all the three and just become a witness to that? If the answer is yes, it doesn't matter in which postures you are, because Iriyapabba is 4 postures, Sampajanya is all the posture. Bending, stretching, like you are stretching the butt. Oh man, having pain. Oh man, it's okay. You watch it, and don't take it as yours. Take an action. Like, you want to take an Ayurvedic medication, you can do that. You want to take an allopathic medication, you can take that. You want to show to the doctor, you can go and show to the doctor. It's not that, just like Ariu Valley here, it's not that I shouldn't be going to the doctor and showing my heart, because that cardiac surgeon, what did he say? When in front of you only, he said, why don't you go and get an angio done? Because I want to see why your BP is so varying. So now, just because I am doing this, that is vipassana, that doesn't mean that I shouldn't visiting the doctor. And even then, Ari, if you've seen, just by the very sight of the doctor, what was my BP? You saw that it came to 160/100. And the doctor was zapped. You see, and he was asking my son, right, how much is your father's BP? And he says 120/80. So he put there, how home BP 120/80 and hospital BP is 160/100. Right? So it's called as white collar syndrome, or white collar, whatever that is, right? So now that is phobia. So now what I should do? Shouldn't I go to the hospital? I should. But what approach I should take for this anxiety to go off has got nothing to do with Dhamma. You might ask this question. It means you took it and that's the reason it is like that. Right? Now for that, I can't give an answer. Meaning, if you ask me, why did you get anxious? I can't say anything to that, because the drug what the doctor gave didn't make me anxious, meaning the body, the heart was not beating so fast. So they brought down from 113 beats per minute. My usual beats per minute is 46 or 45 or 42, in fact. So they brought it down by that drug. It's not that I was anxious. This is just the hormonal surge, or cortisol, or whatever that is, and then that's what is happening. So in your case, in my case, or anybody's case, the body has its own way of dealing with things, and then I should be disassociating with the body and the experience of the body. The experiencer and the experience. So now, one second. So for your thing, if you go for your butt, right, and you want to relieve of constipation, whatever they give to you as a medication, you should be doing that. It's not that you should wash the body pain means you come what may, let me wash the body pain. That shouldn't be, because you're still associating with the pain. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess yes. I'm doing whatever it takes to help. That's for sure. But let's say the pain is happening. So what I was thinking is, if I take action, let's say it's paining, right? I'm moving around, this and that. I would think it's abhisankara, right? Because I already identify with the pain and I'm trying to relieve it. But can I move around and just like you say,
Without owning it, you can still move.
And watching the whole process as an observer.
Yes.
Observing the pain, this movement, this kaya sankara.
Observing all the three. Observing the body, observing the pain, observing the experience of the pain. Because you are not the experiencer of that pain. See, you have to understand the meaning and context very clearly when he puts this kayancha. Kaya is kaya. Kayancha means cha means with. This means something is going to happen now. There's some action is going to happen. Kayancha paticha. Independence. Not independent. Independence of. Pottabba. It means if you have only the kaya, no pottabba, no experience. If you have only the pottabba, no kaya, no experience. Only when you have the kaya and the pottabba, uppajjati. So there are two words, two things. Uppajjati, nirujjati. If he uses uppajjati, he will use nirujjati. Now let's understand the deeper connotation of that. There is kaya, no doubt. Fine, fair. Now for that kaya, is there a touch? Maybe, may not be. Like when you're sleeping, deep sleep, is there a touch? No touch. But is a kaya there? Who knows? Because I'm in deep sleep. Let's assume kaya is there. But there is no pottabba. Is there a kaya vinyana? Do you experience your body in deep sleep? So you got the answer there. Can you do that while in waking? Exactly the same one. Exactly the same. The kaya exists, the pottabba exists, but there is no experiencer. That doesn't mean that there was no experience. This experience is happening. Like when you go to deep sleep, the sight, the eye and the sight, ear and the sound, nose and the smell, body and the touch, mind and thoughts. They're there. But there is no associated vinyana. Think it over. Now, can you now see all the three? Kaya, pottabba, vinyana. Chakku, rupa, vinyana. Ghana, gandha, vinyana. And dissociated from all the three. Yes. You're on mute.
Are you saying by being able to see all these three at the same time, the vijnana goes away?
This vinyana goes away. This vinyana.
So once you're able to see these three, this vijnana goes away.
Like in deep sleep. See, another question. Do you experience Ariyu in sleeping? And that answers the question. If you experience Ariyu, everything will get experienced now. Because based upon Ariyu is the sight. Based upon the Ariyu is sound. Based upon the Ariyu is touch. Based on the Ariyu is sound, or is smell. Based on Ariyu is thoughts. If you remove Ariyu, eso na mama, eso na ahamasmi, eso na me atta. Over. You are in Nibbana. At the very moment you are in Nibbana, and you can enjoy all the three. You can see for whom it is. That's Phassa. Yes, go ahead.
So when I'm doing this Netam Mama, Neso Ahamasmi and all this stuff, I cannot say, hey, feeling is not myself. When I myself think I'm the feeler.
Correct.
Right? So being the feeler, I say feeling is not myself, feeling is not myself. Nothing's gonna work.
Nothing is going to
Because
work.
being the feeler,
Because you're
I'm already grasping on
Yeah.
one end of it.
Yes, you have grabbed one end of it and you're believing that other end will not be there, which is stupidity. You have taken the one side of the rope and believing that there's another side of the rope. Or you have taken the mouth, you have held the mouth of the snake believing that there's no tail. Or you are taking the tail and believing there's no head of the snake, which is foolishness. You have both, and that's the reason it's called samsara. Samsarana goes in circle. Nissarana is cutting that. So how do I cut it? Very simple. Remove the vijnana from there. No, it's not possible. Okay, come one level below. Can you remove the vedana out of there? This seems to be a possible solution. Now what you do is observe. Don't take it as yours. Don't take that feeling as yours. Don't react to the feeling. If it's heating, just heat. If it is cold, just the cold. If it is moist, it's just the moist. If it is pain, it's just a pain. If it's a pleasure, it's just a pleasure. You have got nothing to do with what is happening there. Because by very nature, they arise and pass away. Got it? Its very nature is to arrive and pass away. It's arising on the screen and it's going away. It's not doing anything to you. It's not like, I go to a movie, the movie is appearing on the screen. It's not appearing on me. But I've got engrossed with the movie that I start believing I am that character. Hey boss, you paid for the movie. It's coming on the screen, not on you. It's on the screen. Can't you see? It's appearing on the screen. Now I have withdrawn from that movie. I'm still watching the movie. So if somebody asks, are you Vilas? Don't tell me. You're not watching the movie. I say yes. But aren't you enjoying the movie? No. That means you are suffering the movie. No. So you mean to say you neither enjoy nor you suffer? Yes, that's the right answer. Like a deity comes and asks the Buddha, recluse, what do you do? Do you enjoy? On gaining what? Now do you repent? On losing what? Well, that means you neither rejoice nor you repent, or nor you in pain of losing. So there's no labha alabha. Right? Just see this. This duality of existence is I am existing. I don't want that to exist. I don't want the pain to come. I mean, I want to dictate the body, hey, body, no pain. I'm telling you, no pain. And even 5 seconds down the line comes the pain. Yes, sir.
I wonder, is it like in the sutta, right? When we're contemplating, let's say we say rupa anatta, right? Vedana anatta, and all that. When we're doing individually, but when the experience happens, it doesn't happen to individual one. It happens to all of them.
Yes. Yes. So the whole thing is anatta. The whole one. To understand the whole, you should see the part. See, this part has 32 parts of the body. But am I seeing 32 parts or am I seeing the whole? And the answer is whole. If I see the whole, I can't see the part. Agree? So first I should see the part and then I can see the whole of it. WHOLE, not HOLE. And that is the reason in the Milinda Panha, the question with the Milinda, with Nagasena, is that, is this a chariot? Yes, it's a whole. But is it really the chariot? No. Because it's just a convention to say that this is a chariot, as saying that this is the body. So when there's a chariot, there's a pain of driving the chariot. If you take the body, there's a pain of driving the body. Because you have to carry this body everywhere. Now the body gets sick. You have to make it sleep. The body gets rejuvenated. You have to make it walk. Again it becomes sick. Make the body sick. Make the body sleep. That means you have got nothing to do with any one of this posture. Because they arise and they pass away. Arise, pass away. Arise, pass away. Yam kinchi samudaya dhammam sabbam tam nirodha dhammam. Yam kinchi. Kinchi is little. Yam, that. Yam kinchi samudaya dhammam. Whatever arises, even the little bit which is arising, sabbam tam nirodha dhammam. That is, sabba is all. Sabbam tam, that one. Everything included has a nirodha. So, uppajjati nirujjati. If it's arisen, it has to go off. So, the Burmese method, instead of going through so much of detailing, they just make you sit for long hours, observe. So, then what are you doing? You are seeing all the three. What? The body, the experiencer, and the touch. Not the phassa, touch, because they have come to Vedana. The objective is Vedana, not the phassa. But if you get the phassa, then you know everything about it. Because phassa pachaya Vedana. It is dependent on the phassa is the feeling. That means without the namaka and the rupakaya, there can't be any phassa. And because of the nama rupa with consciousness is the Vedana. Yes.
So I haven't gone to the Goenka retreat or anything, but let's say I have a body sensation. There's a pain. When I watch the pain, if I say watch the sensation, I think what I mean is the potapa or whatever.
I will do one thing. I will ask the expert, Mr. Ashutosh, to explain.
Yeah. So the question is, how do I see the Vedana? Like, what is the difference of seeing the sensation and seeing the Vedana?
I would expect him to answer to you.
No, see, what happens here, when you are having the pain or you are experiencing the pain, like now, in the case of you, now right now you are experiencing constipation, okay, and you are having severe pain. See, what Goenka taught is, the pain is, what kind of pain you are getting is not important. Important is the state of mind you are in, how you are dealing with that pain, okay. Now, if your pain is so severe that you are losing the balance of your mind, now you can see one sutta which is called a Sabba Asava Sutta. How to deal when you are getting some kind of problem. Some kind of problem you can deal with endurance. You can endure it because you can't do anything about it. So you have to endure it. If there is something that you can do to deal with that kind of problem, so you should take that way. Okay, now you are having some problem, so you should go to the doctor. Buddha has never said that if you are having pain and you have to just endure it, and never said. You can read this Sutta Sabbasava Sutta, what to do when you are having certain kind of problems. In the same manner, when you are getting sensation, when you are sitting in meditation, and you will get all kind of sensation, pleasant, some like very, very pleasant, normal pleasant, in the same manner, not painful sensation, very, very, very painful sensation, normal painful, some like to a degree there are some sensation very painful, you can't endure it. In that case, you are not going to because it is out of control. It is not in your control. You are losing the balance of your mind. So you have to
Yeah,
do
because the
something
dose
else.
is too great. The dose is too great. It
You can
takes up.
obviously, you can change the posture, or like you are sitting now, you can stand up, you can walk for some time. Then again, you can sit in the meditation. Like the ability to endure pain, like it is different. Like when you start, for a beginner, when you sit for 15 minutes, like 15 minutes is more than enough for you. You will not be able to endure the pain. Slowly, your capacity will increase like this. It's like it is in a progression. So you can change the posture when you are able. Yes.
Yes. But are you answering my question though? My question is, how do I see the Phassa different from the Vedana? How do I observe the Vedana? Because I think Vilas was saying we're supposed to observe, of course, ultimately Phassa, but start with Vedana. So how do I,
No, no,
when I
no,
have a
no. I think you misunderstood. See, there are two ways of doing it. One, this question is between me and Ashutosh on what is Phassa. So he thought the remaining people also would have misunderstood or whatever it is. Now, there is nothing wrong with Vedana, feeling. You can watch the feeling. You don't have to be necessarily going to the Phassa.
but I guess my question is, I don't understand what is watching Vedana. I thought I'm watching the Potappa. I saw this sensation
No,
to
no,
me.
no, 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 no. There are two feelings. One is mental feeling, one is physical feeling. What he is
Yes.
trying to tell you is you shouldn't torture your mind either way when the pain starts. See, pain is happening in the body, or where is it happening? Your butt pain is butt pain, which is happening in the body. Whatever you need to do, you do it. You want to visit to the doctor, you visit. You want to take some medication, you take the medication, but don't have a disturbance in the mind. So the question now is, I'm sitting for 1 hour meditation and I am having a severe pain. That's the reason I gave an example of my leg, which is an accident leg. That means it cannot be cured, and when the pain comes, it's unbearable, extenuating pain. It's an unimaginable pain. Now, should I still sit like that? And the answer is no. Absolutely no. But should I get disturbed in the mind, meaning why this pain is coming and it shouldn't have come, and then blah blah, all that? That's a mental pain. Like in that sutta where the sada, this one, arrow, right? So one arrow is a physical, another arrow is mental. Don't take the mental one, take the only physical one, right? So Sabbasava Sutta or Salla Sutta or whichever sutta you're going to take it, it is about what you do with that pain rather than associating yourself with the pain. Yeah, Ashutosh, go ahead.
One more thing I want to add. See, if you read Satipatthana Sutta carefully, Buddha also mentioned that when you are observing anything, abhijja domana shouldn't be there.
Right.
So mind you. So you don't forget the abhijja domana. So when you are observing something, your mind should be very balanced and peaceful state. Otherwise, abhijja domanas, and you will like.
Okay, so if Dominasa in this case is there, then there's no observation. There's no.
Obviously, then you are reacting to it.
See, whether Goenka technique or no Goenka technique, it's like this. Even if you were to forget all about that, mind illuminated whatever book you have, now you sit for meditation. When you say I'm meditating, you already taken that as an object. So what is going to happen? You will come out of observer effect and you become an observed effect. So you got the point. Now the body pain, when it starts, you take it to be your body pain. It's my body which is paining. It's not your body which is paining, is what you would say to me. Vilas, you don't know how much pain I have. It's my body pain. When you say my body pain, you're missing the point that it's a body which is paining and no you where is the paining. There's no you in the pain. Got it? So basically, you want to change the posture, you change the posture. But like he rightly mentioned, abhijja do manasa, you take whichever way on the Buddha Dhamma. Do manasa should not be there. Manasa is mind. In the mind, you shouldn't have aversion. In the mind, you should not have abhijja. Let me get a pleasant sensation. Like, in that Goenka technique, he would say dhara pravaha, which means free flow. So when he explains, I need a free flow. Now, free flow, you can't make it. There's nothing like you can make it. You can't produce it. It happens or it doesn't happen. Only two. But it's a majorly why it happens is that you have made your mind so still that the body sensation becomes really like, somebody is pouring water from the top of head to your toe, and your every part of the body is drenched in that water. But if you shake it up even a little bit, the mind gets shaken, and that's instantaneously stops. One. Two, there are what Goenka talks about is sankharas coming. So it comes as a pain, or comes as something, heat. It gets so much heated up that free flow is stopped. You didn't do anything. You didn't shake up the mind, meaning the mind is not shaken. Mind is still. But the heat takes over so much that even though outside is cold, you start sweating. Now you have to take that itself as an object of contemplation. After some time, that heat will go away. And again the free flowing will start. And after some time, in some portion here or wherever it is, you will not feel anything at all. It's like you didn't have this part of the body is, you never had, like a, paralysis kind. Watch that itself, and you'll find that slowly it all starts to again come, and again the free flowing starts. And after some time, the free flowing goes away. Yes, me.
I think I remember in one of your talks you said to cut it off at Phassa, the contact. And then, so it's that basically if you're aware of it, like say, I don't know, let's say the water droplets from your sweat or something, and you say, okay, there's the touch of that water on your skin, for example, that's happening. And then as soon as you're aware, that's it. Is that cutting it off at the Phassa?
See, the Phassa is the contact cutting is that once you are an observer of all the three, the experience goes away. Meaning experiencer goes away. That's a better word to put. I as an experiencer goes away. So it's just water coming and going, or call it a sweat coming and going. I don't have anything to do with the sweat. Like, I don't have anything to do with the pain. I don't have anything to do with the sweat. I don't have anything to do with, some air coming or whatever is coming, because they're all 5 elements. Are they coming and going and coming and going, and that's all they do.
Cutting at the Phassa.
At the Phassa, that means you become observer where you can see this Phassa in action. If not, another place to stop that is in Vedana, which is what the Burmese tradition is all about. So you come to, because it's subtle on the Phassa, so you allow that to happen and come into the Vedana. Now you don't react to the Vedana. The feeling what you're getting on the body, don't react. Meaning in the sitting posture meditation of Goenka or Ubakin, what I can do is not to react to it at all. I just become an observer. Meaning there's no I, just using, just for the sake of it, it's just observe, just observe, don't react, just observe. Now this is coming, just observe. Now that is coming, just observe. Right? So I really don't have to do anything. Yes.
That's kind of the core of my question that I don't think I have clarity. So when I'm observing whatever, I felt that sensation, but is that Vedana?
That sensation is Vedana, 100% true. Any Vedana that appears on the body is Vedana only.
But it's not Potappa. I thought in my mind,
No. First you understand. The sitting, touching, wherever it is touching is Pottabba. See, kayancha paticcha pottabbecha uppajati kaya vinyanam. Now, wherever you are sitting or you are sleeping or whatever you are doing right now, aren't you feeling the body is touching that couch or the chair or wherever you are?
Oh, I misunderstood. Yes, that makes sense because the rupa is not in my eyes. Whatever I can feel is already Vedana.
Yes, it's already Vedana. So now, when I'm sitting on this chair, am I not experiencing the chair and the body touching that chair? Yes. So you get Kaya, Vedana, right? Chakuncha paticcha rupecha, you leave the chakku, Kayancha paticcha pottabbecha uppajati kaya vinyanam. Now you got a experience of sitting, experience of this body touching the chair. Tinna sangati phasso. These three are phassa. That is kaya, this body, the chair. Chair is an object. Please understand. The touch of the chair and the body is the vinyan. Tinna sangati phasso. Is the body you? No. Is the chair you? No. Is the conscious experience you're getting of this chair is you? No. But you're getting a Vedana, a feeling of the sitting. So in that feeling, you can get a pleasurable feeling, you can get a painful feeling, you can get a neutral feeling. But are the three or you? No. So you become an observer to that. Because you miss the phassa, no worries. You don't have to worry about, oh, I miss the phassa. No worries. Just see the Vedana now. Now in that Vedana, what are you finding? I'm feeling sweaty. Okay, sweaty. Good. Then what else is happening? Throbbing. Oh, throbbing. Now what else is happening? Just keep on seeing it. What else is happening? I'm getting some pulling sensation. Pulling sensation. And then what else is happening? What else is happening? What else is happening? Keep on checking what else is happening. At this point in time, what else is happening? And you will see no two. Okay? No two moments, the same Vedana appears. It will keep on changing. This came, that goes away, and something else has come. That goes away, something else has come. That goes away, something else has come. Can you now practice like that? When sitting, when standing, when walking, when sleeping, 4 postures. Iryapabba. No, that is too complicated for me. Okay, no problem. Now you close your eyes, sit, and see what is touching what. Is you the chair? No. Is you this body? No. Are you getting an experience of the body touching the chair? Yes. Observe. Just observe. Then you see sweating. Are you sweating? No, the body is sweating. But are you able to see the sweat? Yes. Now, if you are able to see the sweat, then what happened to the previous one? That gone. Now the sweat is replaced by something else, and that is replaced by something else, and that is replaced by something else. So can you now maintain this? This is Sati Patthana, foundation of Sati. Right? Why? Now there is no abhijja. What abhijja will you have on a sweat? No. What domanasa will you have on sweat? Yes, Aryu.
Yeah. So in meditation, sitting doesn't bother me these days. These days I can sit without the pain, at least within 1 hour, usually no feeling. But this butt pain, right? Let's say it's so hard. Whenever I feel it, it's so sharp, and automatically my body wants to
you do that.
do something. So does that mean, like, a practical question? If any reaction of my, sometimes it's sharp, and if I watch it, I cannot help but reacting to it, right? If I react at all, there's any reaction of this sort, does it mean I'm not in a position to watch it?
Wait, I'll again repeat what I said. There are 2 reactions. Body reaction is okay. Let there not be a mental reaction to that body pain. Okay. You want to change the posture? Go ahead and change the posture. You want to stretch, you stretch. You want to sleep like how you're sleeping, sleep. Because it's a butt pain. It's not you are in pain. It's a butt pain, right? So you have to take some action. You have to go to the doctor. You have to do this, do that. Yeah, go ahead.
But I guess my understanding is if there's a conscious decision to change the posture, it would be an abhisankara. If there's an abhisankara, that means I'm not the observer.
No, don't go so far. You are having a pain. The body is paining, not you are paining, right? The body is paining. Take action. Don't worry whether it's abhisankara or no. Abhisankara comes only when you do sankhara. Now let's understand what is sankhara. You want to prepare the body not to have the pain. Got it? Meaning, I will challenge Ashutosh. Hey, how many hours do you sit? He says, Vilas, I think I've done 30-day retreat, right? I think I can sit for 5 hours. And prove, man, I'm going to sit for 8 hours. I will not tell him, but I'll tell myself, I will beat Ashutosh. Okay, I will sit for 8 hours. Now, this is idiotic. It's really idiotic. It's called torturing. Okay, now what I do? You see this fun. Physical pain is one. I will sit. But in the mind, 8 hours has not happened, right? In fact, it is only 8 minutes which has happened. Forget 8 hours. But if Ashutosh asks me in the evening, I should be able to tell him, I sat for 8 hours. I'll sit like this. Then I'm feeling the pain. Should I change the posture? No. I promised Ashutosh 8 hours, no changing posture. Then again the mind will say, slightly change the posture. I say, no. So the mind is fighting with the mind. Okay. Now that I shouldn't do. This is a mental pain. Do manasa. Why? Because of abhijja. I created an abhijja that I should be better than Ashutosh. Because one day, Ashutosh, what he was telling me is that, Vilas, if you go into retreat, you will get that power to increase. And you can sit as long as you want. And I have a greed, lobha. So I want it to increase. Meaning, I want to tap myself, good job. Ashutosh can do 5 hours, forget it. I can do 10 hours, double of him. Yes, Harry, go ahead.
Yeah, you can shut down this question, but let's say I'm an arhat. Someone stabbed me. Will I jerk in pain? Because there's no domanasa. Would I jerk in pain?
Again, read the Salla Sutta.
Yeah, okay. So that's okay.
Even an arhat will get the pain. Please understand.
Yes, the pain, but the reaction to pain.
There is no...
The saw. How could you not react?
There is no mental reaction to the pain. He will address the body reaction as he would have addressed. Now let's give another example. Forget, let's take I am an arhat. Okay, let's assume. Now somebody gives me a food which is spoiled. Not by intention, they just gave and I ate. And then I'm in diarrhea. Should I not go to the washroom? Or even if I don't go to the washroom, does that mean that I will not get things from my below? It will come, right? Will it come or will it not come? Or if it is so bad, even the vomit might come. So from the mouth, vomit is coming. From below, water, fluid, salt, etc. going. So the people around here will find that if they allow me like that, I will die. So what they do, they take me to the hospital. And they will give me IV here, and then they will flush out all the things from my gut. Should I not undergo that? You should. Because this is bodily. Now, wait. Should I curse that fellow who gave me the food? Because of him only I am suffering, right? Should I now curse that, look, I'm in the hospital. I shouldn't have been in the hospital. In fact, I should have been meditating by now. They spoiled my 3 days meditation. And next time I'm telling you, I will not go to his home. I will not eat his food. This is what is not to be done. Whether it is an arhat, it is an anagami, is a sakadagami, is a sotapanna, it doesn't matter. In the Buddha dispensation, you should observe what is happening in the mind, not physical. Yes.
Yes, definitely understand all these, papancha stuff should not happen. But I guess just out of my curiosity, because normally two things happen when you get stabbed. Like there'll be there's a jerk movement because there's a body.
That is
pain.
natural.
Second, I will ouch, because
that is natural.
I'm there and I want to yell, like I'm in pain.
That is
like,
natural.
Like,
Aryu, somebody squeezes your throat. It is natural tendency for you to make a sound, like farting. It is going to make a sound.
Because it goes through the hole, but this is the arm.
Wherever it goes, it doesn't matter whether it goes through the hole or through whatever means it goes. It's going to be the same. If somebody were to do like this, you will make a sound. Not that, okay, you kill, and the blood might come from the nose, so you can't do anything about it. And from the ears, the blood might come. Or
even arhat get cut.
I'm saying anyone, arhat or no arhat, it doesn't matter. Arhat is in the mind. Please understand, you're coming physical. You're looking at that fellow who is an arhat, shouldn't react at all in the body. That's too much to offer.
I understand the body will move, but this it's almost, I felt like
it's coming from the body only. Where else it is coming? He's not cursing that fellow who is stabbing him, right? Let's take this. Let's
forget. It's in eye of vijnana, right?
Yeah, wait for a second. A mosquito, forget this stabbing. Mosquito bites here. Okay, it's stinking. It's so much of stinging pain. Forget mosquito. We'll take a honeybee, a big one, and is held on to it. Should you feel angry about it? That is mental. Now it is held like this. You have to do something to make it go away. But don't kill it out of anger. How dare it like this? No. Just take it. And in the process it dies. Did you kill it? No. Hey, he's an arhat. Why he should be doing that? Then what do you expect that arhat to do? Yes, go ahead. Yeah, you had again raised your hand. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, but I remember when I was in Bangalore with you sleeping on the same bed, in the morning I was sleeping there and the mosquito are biting me. Yeah. When it's biting me here, it's like, okay, no react. What's the feeling? And there's another one biting here. And it's again, the two are biting at the same time. Okay,
it is misunderstanding on the Dhamma. It's basically misunderstanding of Dhamma. A snake is there in your home. Okay. Should you love that snake? No. Should you hate that snake? No. Should you get rid of the snake? Yes. Oh, it's just a snake. Oh, my favorite snake. Oh, man, this is the exactly I wanted. Is one extreme. Snake, how can it come to my home? I never allowed it. It didn't ask my permission. Oh, this is another extreme. Right? This is abhijja vyapada or domanasa. Instead, this is a snake. Right? Does it know that it is your home? No. Did it really know that it shouldn't be in your home? No. Do you know how to take the snake? No. Call whoever, a snake person or the wildlife person, give the number and call him and say that, look, I have a snake here, I need your help. Now we'll take half an hour to come. Until that time, don't do anything. So I close the door and I go out. Then some person comes to me and he says, Vilas, you're a Dhamma person, right? I say yes. Then you should be with the snake. Otherwise, you are not a Dhamma person. Why I should be with the snake? No, that means you fear snake. Yes, go ahead.
I mean, the snake, I can see that case, but this mosquito bite is way less of a degree. If I can do what Goenka was instructing, watch the Vedana without reacting, I can watch it, right? It's not that I have to take
Again,
care
you are taking it in a wrong side. Is when you watch the Vedana, observe whether you are getting any kind of hard feeling, harsh feeling, or likable feeling where you get absorbed into it. I'm getting a very nice sensation on the body and I want it. I want it. I'm not allowing to see what really is happening. How is a pleasurable kind of feeling coming? Because there are nothing which is holding it. So there is pleasurable feeling, yes.
But let's say in a meditation, Goenka, let's say I have a leg pain, right? There would be inclination. I want to move it. I want to move it. I want to move it. That will be there. So if I watch the Vedana, I should not be having all that react.
Correct.
And
So-
here I'm already having that. I'm already feeling I want to remove it, but I'm withholding myself from reacting, right?
No, that is
So-
again you are taking it in I don't know how to explain to you this. It's like this. Don't create mental pains. Don't create mental pleasure. That's all. Whatever you want to do, if the mosquito is there, just do like that. Don't kill it. Just do like that. It will fly away. Right? Now,
But in the meditation, you're not supposed to move the leg, right? You're supposed to.
now that's what exactly is wrong. That's exactly the wrong thing is you try. He just now said, right? That's the reason I asked Ashutosh to explain. Initially, 10-minute meditation, you will have to move your leg. After practice, 20 minutes also, you don't have to move your leg. After some time, in a 1 hour sitting, you will not be moving your leg. After some time, even 2 hours sitting, you don't have to move your leg. After some time, you get an ability to sit for 5 hours. After some time, you'll be able to sit for 10 hours because the body has lahuta, lightness, mudita, wieldness, kamanyata, which means it by itself, it can modify the way it, just like steel. If you put in the furnace and you make it at 40,000, 50,000 degrees, and then it becomes liquid. Now you can make the way you want to make it. It was earlier a hard rupa. Now it has become a liquid rupa. So you can just make. So the quality of a rupa is like that, malleable. Yeah. So you can make it. So your body, this body, my body, anybody's body here, you can move, but not today. But slowly, you can increase that. That's possible. Got it?
Yes. But still, there's a level of endurance there. Even the scratches. Initially, you want to scratch the itch, so you should not get quick to react.
Endurance is both physical and mental. But mental endurance is most important than physical endurance. Like I'm a cyclist. Why am I called a cyclist? Because I have made the body to cycle. And hence called cyclist. And I get motivated by my friend who is a cyclist. And I buy a cycle by paying $430. Most expensive one. Okay. And I get charged up. I put a helmet and then I want to ride 300 kilometers. Day 1. Day 2, 500 kilometers. Day 3, 1,000 kilometers. And that's the plan. Okay, start. 20 kilometers down the line, you feel like gasping for breath. Forget 100. Even 20. You can't. Now, I have read Buddha Dhamma. It says you should endure. I will still cycle. After a while, I get a shock and the body falls down along with the cycle. Some passerby would like to take to the hospital. And in that I think, oh, the hospital, I want to cycle. That is misunderstanding the Buddha Dhamma itself. Endurance is just don't get agitated with little things. Just see what happens. You're sitting for 5 minutes, just push a little, just like, if you go to the gym, they say, push a little, push a little. Like somebody is pregnant and then in the ward, they tell the mother, push, push. She's saying, I've already pushed, push, push. Why? She wants a natural delivery. Otherwise, they could have cut it, they took the baby and gave in her lap. And the mother is wriggling in pain. She is wriggling, I'm telling you. You should see the delivery system. It's not easy. And what the doctor says, push. You're doing it good. Push now. Some more, some more. Right? That's endurance. That's body endurance. Mental endurance is different. So in Buddha Dhamma, when you say endure, it's both endurance, the physical and mental. Yes.
I guess I got this misunderstanding from like maybe two places. One is the simile of the saw, right? It says you're being cut and all that, but I remember now it says no domanassa is there. It's not saying no, moving the body is there, right?
Exactly.
The other misunderstanding, some spiritual teacher will say, I'm so enlightened, I go to the dentist without getting, anesthesia and all that stuff. So they say those kind of things. So I guess that's a wrong impression that the body insurance should be equally strong.
In fact, in Buddha Dhamma, he doesn't care about what the body does. He's only worried about what the mind does. Right? Endurance is endurance. Take my example. CT scan. CT angio. And that lady punctured this place. I'm just watching whether it's going to cause me an inconvenience and then pain. Mental pain, not the physical pain. And she put a liquid in that. It's a dye. The moment she put it, the whole body is burning. Like as though I'm in fire. She told me that it will be burning. And you know what they expect me to do? Take deep breath, hold the breath, and it's burning. You just imagine it's burning. Okay? It's not easy. It's body, right? But am I having mental pain, agony of that? No. And I was watching and then unfortunately they had put the ECG meter and there's a BPM and everything is coming. And I have that phobia for the same thing. And I was watching. It's 46. It didn't move. It's good. But that doesn't mean that when they put the dye inside this whole body, nothing happened. Yes, endure the pain. Which pain? That burning pain. And in the city, so it's going in round and round and round, and I'm not thinking, when will they stop it? I'm a horrible man, I'm telling you. And if I'd done that, my BP would have shot down to 150/90. Because the body doesn't know why this mind is doing. So just relaxed. Yes.
I guess to deal with the domanassa, as long as you keep the attitude of metta, right, and all that stuff, you would, even though there are pain. So I realize these days I'm talking to my friend, I'm having pain moving around, but there's no blaming in that sense. There's no, I shouldn't, so that's not there. I'm still smiling, smiling and having this pain. This is good enough. This is no domanassa, because that's what you're...
Yes, see, whether you are having body pain or not, mentally you shouldn't have a pain. That doesn't mean that you should smile and keep on smiling even though you are in a pain situation, and paint a wrong picture to the other person that even with the butt pain, oh wow, you look at him. No.
Smiling as in not blaming.
That's fine. See,
yeah, like...
two great words of the Buddha, abhijja domanasa. Okay. काये कायानुपस्सी विहरति आतापि संपजानो सती माँ विनेय लोके अभिज्ञा दो मनसम. Vinaya loke. Don't create a loka. It is Don't create a world where you will have, instead of vineya, you have neya. Neya as in measuring. You start to measure and you start to be in mental agony on one side and mental pleasure on the other side. Avijja is a mental pleasure and domanasa is mental agony. So don't create both of them. Avijja domanasam. Okay, that you don't do. But if the body is paining, you attend to the body, just like hunger. You feel hungry, eat. No, I am a follower of Buddha. I have decided not to eat. Okay, enjoy. Now you feel tired. I have decided I will not be tired. Who the hell? Your Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu is reducing. That means you will be tired. So you should eat. But don't make it as like a mental pleasurable eating. That is when I eat slurp. Or I will feel, I don't like this. I don't have horrible, blah, blah, blah. Right? Both are wrong. Food is food. In the same way, body pain is a body pain. Do what you want to do with the body pain. Be with an awareness that this is a body pain. It's not I am in pain. It's a body pain. Want to stretch, stretch. Want to walk, walk. Want to sleep, sleep. For posture, do whatever you want to do. But don't make the mind get worked up in any one of the posture. Yes.
Yeah, I guess body is a special one, right? Because if I'm tasting, I'm having a sukha, that means mind is already moved in there. But with the body, it's different because the body can...
No, it is the same. It's the same. No different. Only thing is, it's a more grossest way to see it. It's most easiest and the grossest than the subtle. Eye is the subtlest of all because you basically use the eye for everything. So it's very difficult to get rid of that. So you better start with kaya. Then you start with grana, this nose. Then you start with sota, then jibha, then chakku.
So jibha is pretty hard.
Yeah, it is. It's not... see, we are so used to eating and tasting that the moment you put something in the mouth, superb. What a thing. Yesterday I had continental, today I had Burmese, the day after tomorrow I have Chinese, and then after that Italian, and then Indian, then Mexican, then this one and that one. It's not easy. So what Burmese tradition talks about it, forget of all this, you just come to kaya. Because everything appears in the kaya anyway. So you just do that. It's the most easiest. Ultimately, whichever tradition you take or whatever you take, ultimate aim is to not to become the experiencer. Simple. You are observing the experience, the object and the experiencer. That's it.